one of the most used things at the beginning of the game, but then you don't need them until sort of the end game again. And we have found Chester. This is an awesome boon to find, for obvious reasons. Anybody who's played this any amount of time knows exactly how valuable he can be. It's very awesome in the fact that I don't have to go looking for them. In about half of the games I play, I end up having to follow along the cobblestone road and actually looking for Chester because I don't find him on the initial run around. So very nice to find him. I'm actually tempted to grab some of these berries now, but I don't have the space. So shovel some things into Chester, which we don't need right away. That's about it. Might as well put those boards in there because we don't need those until we actually build their science machine. Because I'm extremely low on food at the moment. So when we get to that point, we're just going to take the time hit that it takes to actually gather those. I'm up to 200 sanity, so I'm not going to bother with any more petals at the moment. And a stack of 23 petals is more than enough to get us started with grass. Like I said, I don't dig up berry bushes, so it's not necessary to fertilize those, even though they're a relatively easy source of food for a beginner, and a great source of gobblers if you know how to hunt them. I just don't take the time in the early game to go for berry bushes. And it's mostly due to the fertilizing, but not exactly. The main reason is they take up a lot of space, and the first base that I build it to all be contained with one ice flingomatic, and it eventually becomes my quote-unquote summer base, the area where I try to base all of my actions on during the summertime, so as to minimize the amount of fuel that I have to spend keeping my ice flingomatics running. So if you only have to worry about one flingomatic, then you don't waste as much resources keeping it stocked up and it eases up on the amount of wood or other kinds of fuels that you use. Like I said, we're going to build a second pickaxe here and grab some more rock and gold. It would be nice to have one stack of gold, a full stack of gold, and 2 full stacks of rock by the time we're finished exploring the world. And I had forgotten earlier that the first pickaxe I had found was only it had reduced durability, so I kind of forgot my 2 pickaxe rule was kind of off in that sense. And night is falling again, and we have a very low torch, so I'm going to need to be prepared to make one. Voila, we're off again. We'll continue exploring at night, taking the little bit of sanity drain that goes with it, but like I said, we can collect some more flowers in the daytime and offset that very easily. Grab all of the loose rock. I'm not grabbing any of the flint because I've got more than enough probably for the rest of the game at this point. And we'll definitely be getting more when we go to mine some more rocks later on as well. So. I wasn't expecting it. Just make sure I don't freak out too much about it. And calmly get the next torch made. Actually over 2 stacks of rock now, so I'm just gonna keep grabbing some of these for the moment because I do have the inventory space. I do have Chester. This will be the last rock that I mine. This will leave us at a 9% pickaxe, which isn't enough to mine out a whole entire other boulder. So I'm going to put it into Chester because we'll be using this low percentage pickaxe to be making a thermal stone later. And just for now I'm going to be putting the full stacks of rock into Chester because we can open up some inventory space in case we find some